Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. And he'll get this complete downfield to connect. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out with receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. He's got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. But you look at this Bronco defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
From the gun on third down, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, is confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
On first down, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now Fields going to move him around. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play action. It's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Fields. This is caught inside the 15. 43 yards that time.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney from 4 yards out. And the Bears are back within a score. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. That's
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that one results in 35 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd and 2, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
And talk about built to run the football. Whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football, Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A handoff for Herbert, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They snap it to Fields. Flush to his right. Past the 20. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 41 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a give to Herbert. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's Scott, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Fields. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Jones on the return. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bears take over.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On first down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Mooney had a hair under 500 yards last season and only 2 touchdowns. But the year before, 1,000-yard season. 2023, a big year for his future with the franchise.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Here we go.
Mooney, the motion man right. A final shot before the break. Fields. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here we go.
A final shot before break. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out. Maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Hand off right side for Herbert. Gets by him at the 25. And off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run off tackle right with Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. That's taken in by Dulcich. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson, option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They run it on first with Foreman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, the lineman on the other side has got it. it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A third quarter now to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Short throw caught by Dulcich. He's got room to roam. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. And this one complete again to Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Forced out to his left, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Who wants my jersey? Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over at first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run. It's Williams. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On the option to give to Foreman. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game.
and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Back to throw. Fields. That'll be caught by Foreman. Now, Stephon created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Fields. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Randy Gregory in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Fields going to change things up here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's fourth down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. 20! And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 12-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down, Broncos.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Denver, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the